Shalom, all praises to Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, double honors to the apostles and the elders of the great Millstone. Shalom to the elect, Bahashem Rachak Wadash. My name is Jacob from Plaintables camp. As the apostles revealing arrows of indignation, 144 says JFK Jr. wants to put Jake boys in captivity. Is it JFK Jr. or RFK? I'm not sure who's actually referring to, but the apostle has JFK Jr. in there. Let's listen in.
Who was his father? He's also the nephew of JFK. Wants all Jake kids sent to reparenting farms. Farms. Another word for farm is plantations. So let's go ahead and listen to this.
Okay, it is RFK. It is RFK. All right, so the apostle put JFK, but the apostle means RFK. I believe Robert. I believe his name is Robert, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes. Bring it back. Fair use, fair use, fair use.
The guy that can't talk, you know, he's like, he has this thing like he about to drop dead, but he gets the sentence out.
Let me slow it down if I didn't. Okay, I want to slow it down. I want to slow it down, man. Okay, let's go. We got receipts on people when he tried to deny it. He wants to put Jake, mainly boys, but boys and girls, and eventually make America great again is talking about putting Jake back in slavery, and that's not going to happen. As you can see, this is fair use, fair use, fair use. Copyright disclaimer under Section 107 of the Copyright Act of 1976. Copyright disclaimer under criticizing Scott right. So here we go.
Can you admit today that you said every black kid can get reparented on a wellness farm? Can you admit that you said that?
Can get reparented on a wellness farm?
Well, let me read exactly what you said. You said every black kid is now just standard. Put on Adderall, on SSRIs, benzos, which are known to induce
That's
violence.
Why you should never, parents, you Jake, women out there, never let your children get into those pills. That kills you. Those pharmaceuticals are a killer.
Whose kids are going to have a chance to go somewhere and get reparented, to live in a community where there'll be no cell phones, no screens. You know, you claimed, in fact, you went on to say, actually the whole transcript was even worse. You said that if you could, you would send, quote, every black kid, again, your words, not mine, to go live on farms and work. Is that your...
I would have to hear that recording because...
Well, I have the recording.
I have no memory of saying anything like that.
Yeah, well,
this guy's a lawyer. I have no memory. Doesn't mean that you never said it. That's lawyer talk. I have no memory. I don't recall. This is how these devils operate, man.
Recording that I can give to you, but it is absolutely...
You got to have receipts. You're going to make a statement that you said that. You throw it in the person's face. You better have the receipts to back it up. She says, I got the recording. She pulls it out right then and there.
Absolutely what you said. And if you want me to play it, I can.
So she had the receipt right in her hand. You got to watch these devils, man. And you got to have receipts. Their plan is to put you back into captivity, starting with your children. Another form of slavery is the draft. Want to get a lot of you YNs off the street fighting this war. Because the YNs don't know they don't know nothing about the concept of a conscientious objector. Right? There's a case law, Ali versus the U.S. And that's a Supreme Court case. You can find it on your Supreme Court reports. Ali versus the U.S. because it was Ali versus the military, the army, because he refused draft under a conscientious objection status. So they took his license, but he went to court and he won that case. So that's a case that college potential lawyers are reading in college. So Jake doesn't know that. Jake doesn't understand that Muhammad Ali went to the Supreme Court. There's a court, that's the highest court in the land. And they were in favor of Muhammad Ali's status. So y'all don't know that, and your mothers don't know. All you YNs, you came out of a household where your mother, you had a single parent household, which was your mother. What does your fucking mother know? Especially you bitches that got college education, you know even less. You know a lot of nothing. Isaiah 4:1, right at the door. We're gonna get all these chicks that I want back, that I dealt with, that I have Most High clean them up, sandblast them, and give them back to me. Make them disease-free. I'm gonna get them new chicks. That's one integral part of the kingdom, is us having a lot. There's gonna be a lot of rocking and rolling in the kingdom, and that's a beautiful thing. We're gonna make up for hundreds of years of lost time. Oh boy, the kingdom gonna be beautiful for the men and the women, but mainly for the men. We will be like gods.
RFK lied to Congress yesterday. Here's how it went. You suggested that black children on ADHD medication should be reparented. You said every black kid is now just standardly put on Adderall, SSRI, benzos, which are known to induce violence, and that those children are going to have to go somewhere to get reparented. Have you ever reparented or parented, I should say, a black child?
I don't even know what that phrase means, and I doubt
just
that.
A yes or no answer.
I doubt that I said that right now.
Absolutely.
I'm not going to answer something that I didn't say.
You absolutely said it. I watched
Because
the
she got
full
the receipts
interview.
too. Give it to the two sisters. Give it to the two sisters. They're standing up. You see the Jake's in the background, not standing up.
And here's what he says to prove that he just lied in Congress.
Wellness farms, rehabilitation facilities that are going to start in rural areas all over the country.
Another way of saying plantation, back into slavery, work them on the farms. They want to put Jake back into slavery, but then we told Esau that you're going into captivity. Jake they ain't jumping up on Esau, bucking up against Esau. The government wants to put you back in captivity. Remember, Nero wants to make America great again. When was America actually great? During the time when Jake was enslaved.
Any American could go for free. Any of them who was dependent on drugs, either legal drugs or illegal drugs. Psychiatric drugs, which every black kid is now just standard put on Adderall.
So he just admitted that every black kid is put on a pharmaceutical, Adderall.
SSRIs, benzos, which are known to induce violence. And those kids are going to have a chance to go somewhere and get reparented, to live in a community.
They're going to take your children from the parents, and they're going to put you in plantations, which you call farms. A farm is a plant.
Which they planned anyway. The whole thing was a plan. You get you addicted to drugs, and then they're going to give you a cure. Or put you in a concentration camp and sticking a chip up your ass. So this is all the plan. And RFK is supposed to be the noble pharmacist. All right. He talks about the the shots and how he believes they're harmful, and he's doing things to uh, get rid of certain ones, certain V's, and to make it more, I guess, regulated, right? And his plan is to, because you N-words can't take care of your children, and you got them all, you have them on all these drugs, is to reparent them. That's the plan. So if that's a plan or an idea, that there are no spitballing ideas on how to create a better community, is to take away from incompetent parents or parents that are causing the children harm via drugs and stupidity, and reparent them. Now, are the new parents going to be better than the old parents? Probably not. I don't think so, because the ultimate goal is to have everybody chipped, right? So you solve out of the fire into the flame, out of the fire into the flame.
Plantation.
Where there'll be no cell phones, no screens.
Slaves had cell phones and beepers back then. You just out there in the field until the master, until the taskmaster tell you go, okay, put it on in, pull it on in, go back into your slave quarters. We're gonna give you some slop, and we're gonna work your ass out tomorrow, from Can-See to Can-See, from Can-See in the morning to Can-See at night. But see, when we talk about stuff like this, if vocab gonna go up to Washington and curse these people out, he don't give a shit.
Actually, talk to people.
So that's the gist of it. So I pretty much gave you some information on the supposed intent and the front-facing narrative, I should say, and then what's actually going to happen. My belief. All right, out of the fire into the flame. All right, it says second Ecclesiasticus 12:10. Never trust thine enemy, for like as iron rusteth, so is his wickedness. Though he humbled himself, and RFK definitely humbled himself in the sight of certain people anyway. He's supposed to be the guy that's fighting against the shots and all that, right? But reparenting is, what are you going to reparent him to? Remember, Esau, he don't do things because they help people. He's doing things to put you in a trap. So reparenting on the surface, if you're looking at it from the perspective of helping children that are addicted to legal drugs, reparenting them sounds like a good idea on paper. But no. When they actually do it, it's going to include a microchip and, touching and graping. This is the things that normally happen with reparenting. So, in a perfect system, if you reparent them with, parents that are actually outstanding, so that we don't know how the hell, who's going to regulate this shit. These are theories. He's spitballing. All right. When this happens, it's going to include a microchip. That's what we're moving into. All right. Whether they get there after the children arrive or before the children arrive, they're going to be chipped. All right. Never trust thy enemy, for like his iron rusteth, so is his wickedness. Though he humble himself, RFK, and go crouching, yet take good heed and beware of him, and thou shalt be unto him as if thou hast wiped a looking glass, and thou shalt know that his rust hath not been altogether wiped away. Yeah, we wipe a looking glass off. It's very difficult to get the looking glass clean. All right, and the looking glass on certain angles, the images are distorted. All right, so it's a few ways you will look at that. All right, now RFK again was a proponent of the stopping certain drugs, calling out certain drug companies, well, maybe not specifically, but calling the industry out and saying how bad it was and it's hurting children. And according to this video, this clip, he was citing so-called black black children or black Latino children or Negro children. And RFK Jr. lied to Congress about reparenting black children. So he said he didn't recall. Um, that was an idea. See, remember, these people that we see in public, they're basically the mouthpiece for the elite. What they're thinking, their plans, you'll have different parties, different people in the government saying certain things. So some of it's going to stick, some of it's not. But they're speaking it, and some of it's going to come to pass. And as the scripture says that, so he shall make his own tongue to fall upon himself. All that see him shall flee away. So we know what the trap is, and we, the hopeful elect, are not going to fall for it.